guys, and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. And Newcastle fans, we have got a very interesting rumour for you that has surfaced in the last couple of hours. Guys, don't mind the wife beater. I'm not an American. It's just so hot today. It's like 27 degrees. But that's not why you've come to watch this video. Do us a favour, hit that like button and subscribe. And let's not waste no time because we are talking about this man on screen, Youssoufa Moukoko. That's how you pronounce it. It's just Moukoko. Newcastle have been linked with this player today. Very, very young forward coming out from Germany, born in Africa, but he does have a German citizenship. He's won tournaments with the under-21s for Germany, the Euros. So I mean, he's done a lot in his time already. Now, there are a few other clubs sniffing around Moukoko, which we'll come on to very shortly. But should I wait and tell you later, or should I tell you now? I could tell you that Newcastle are maybe leading the race. We'll find out. He's only 18, born in 2004. I hate it when I read these kind of things. It just blows my mind. Players in 2000 not only the 2000s, but 2004. Oh, God. He's a centre forward, as I mentioned. He is German. His stats really surprised me. Now, I've heard of his name, but I'm not going to be one of those people that sit here and say, oh, I knew him 5 years ago, like Odegaard when he was 16 and all that. I've not heard of him much, but I have heard of his name before. I was surprised when I looked at his stats, bearing in mind he's only 18. He's made 14 appearances in the Bundesliga this season for Borussia Dortmund, and he started 11 of them. So it's not like he's I don't know, starting 2 or 3 games a season. He's actually playing games. There is a mistake there. I just want to mention the 53% of starting. That's for all appearances, including the Champions League, which we'll come on to. So a slight mistake there. I do apologise. But in those 14 appearances, 6 goals and 4 assists. That's good going. 10 goal involvements in 14 appearances, and they weren't all starts. You've got to say that that's absolutely incredible. And this isn't the Dortmund team of 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years ago, let's say, that were winning leagues under Klopp or getting to the Champions League final. Those days have gone for Dortmund. He's still putting up these kinds of numbers. It's unbelievable. I wanted to mention the Champions League stats just in case someone in the comments mentioned it or asked why I didn't bring it up. I haven't put those stats there to almost, dig him out, because at the end of the day, he's 18 years of age. He hasn't got a goal, but he has got an assist. What I think this shows, 2 starts in 6 appearances in the Champions League. He's got the backing from his manager. His manager thinks he's good enough to start 2 group games in the Champions League and make an appearance in every game as well. I really do think that's worth mentioning. I haven't put those stats there to, make fun of him or whatever the case is. As a Wolves fan, I wish we were signing him, but we are not. Let's go on to a little bit more about the player. Hold on. There we are. Sorry, I tell a lie. I'm looking at the wrong screen. We are there already. Yes. He is a striker, but he can play as a 10 if needed. That's what needs to be mentioned. He's got a lot of pace. He's got an eye for a goal as well. I think this is the kind of player that Newcastle can nurture, especially if they get into the Champions League places. It's really going to turn his head. Rumours of a £150,000 a week contract with Newcastle. I'm going to mention the point at the very, very bottom before I move on to anything else. Chelsea are reportedly very interested in Moukoko as well. Now, they have, of course, just a couple of hours ago signed João Felix on a loan until the end of the season for 11 million. They wanted to get both done. It wasn't an either or. Apparently, Newcastle are the front runners. That is what is being written by most publications that are talking about this. Most sources are saying that tag of £150,000 a week is what is turning the young player's head. He is a free agent in the summer, so you can understand why these wages are so high. I think on the surface of things, I think people would look at it and go, "Oh, typical Newcastle, throwing £150,000 a kid that's done nothing." But if you were gonna, if we let's say that he had 2 years left and Newcastle paid 30 million for him and maybe £100,000 a week, I don't think many people would bat an eyelid at that. We see a lot of clubs now pay a lot of money for young talent that maybe haven't quite proven themselves yet. Look at Martial for United 7 years ago. We see it more and more often now. Bigger clubs are looking for the next, diamond in the rough. They are looking for that player that they can then nurture into the next best thing effectively. So if I look at that £150,000 a week, I don't think it's out of the ordinary, to be honest, when it's a free transfer over a course of 4 or 5 years. I think that could work out to be very, very good business. I'm really excited by this transfer for Newcastle. I must say, you've got backup for Wilson. I'm sure Wilson will stay there until next season as well. I think he'll continue with what they're doing there. I expect Newcastle to make more signings in this window as well. I don't think they'll go mad. I don't think you'll go wild. I don't think you're going to sign 5 or 6 players, a total of 150, 200 million. I may be, I may be surprised by that, but I think maybe one more marquee signing will come through the door. Maybe it will be James Maddison or somebody else. But Newcastle fans, tell me, how do you feel about this in the comments? Have you heard of this player before this video or before the rumours have come out today? I think it'd be a great signing. I'm really excited by what Newcastle are doing, I must say. I think it's incredible. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do like and subscribe if you are new here. We are a general football channel, but we do try and keep you all up to date as much as possible. Have a good day and take care. Bye-bye.